Hello, friends. I have a confession to make. Sometimes I run on the treadmill in my dressing gown. You know, my robe. Well, wait a minute. So make that jog on the treadmill in my dressing gown. Or maybe it's more like a trot, a slow trot. Okay, so I walk on the treadmill. Hey, something is better than nothing, right? So I love my dressing gown. It's warm, comfy, and so cozy. But here's the thing. When my body warms up and I finally take it off, I do so much better. I even look like I'm running sometimes. And when I wrestle that thing off my shoulders and throw it on the ground, I always think about what the writer of Hebrews said. Let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. That's just what our brave girl Rahab did. She threw off everything that was holding her back and ran straight towards God. And what does she find? There's God holding out those big arms, waiting to catch her and lift her high in the air. Because God isn't just a God of second chances. God's a God of third, fourth, and even fifth chances. We have a God who never gives up on us, even when we're ready to give up on ourselves. Rahab lived in the strong walls of Jericho, a fortified city that the Israelites were about to invade. We know that Rahab lived an unclean life. It's sad that we remember her that way because that's not who Rahab is. It's only how she lived for a while. When Rahab had the chance to escape from her horrible life, she seized it with both hands. She's heard about this mighty God, this strong deliverer, and she wonders if he can help her. Rahab agrees to hide the Israelite spies, and in return, she asks them to spare her life when the army returns to the city. This brave girl also asked that her family be saved as well. Rahab is not a woman to be looked down on. She is a woman to be admired. This is who Rahab is, a woman who believes in God, who trusts in God, who loves her family. A woman who risks her own life to save others. Rahab is a brave girl, one of God's good girls. That's who she is. And God knew that all along. God knew it because God knew her better than she knew herself. And God was far more concerned with who Rahab was than what she did. Of course, God celebrated and clapped and cheered when she threw off her old life and left it behind, because God always wants what's best for us. But even if she had chosen differently, God would still love her. What a relief to know that God's love for us is not influenced by our actions. God simply loves us for who we are. So this brave woman flings open her window and hangs out a red cord that will be a sign for the invaders of Jericho. A sign that tells them, save the lives of who lives here. And that's what happened. Rahab is saved and her family is saved. Dear God, thank you for loving us for who we are. Help us to be brave like Rahab. We love you. Amen. Okay, friends, I'll see you next week. Bye.